everyone, here is a movie that you probably haven't heard about, or if you did hear about it, you probably can't find it in the theaters since so few theaters seem to have picked it up. Instead, they opted for films like Paw Patrol or Dumb Money or, hey, Taylor Swift's concert, which is a shame because this film is absolutely worth seeing in the theaters. So let me tell you about this new film called She Came to Me, because this movie was such a surprise and I can't wait to get into it. First, a quick reminder to hit subscribe for more videos because there are some really great looking films that are coming out, and many of them, like She Came to Me, are probably not on your radar. She Came to Me is this new romantic comedy about Stephen Laudham, a brilliant and celebrated opera composer who is suffering from writer's block. Wait. Okay, like stay with me here, especially if you are rolling your eyes at the idea of a film about opera. This film is so much more than that. So, Stephen is struggling to get past the breakdown he experienced after his last opera's debut. But after an adventurous one night stand, his writer's block is shattered and a new story is born. She Came to Me stars Peter Dinklage, Marisa Tomei, and Anne Hathaway. This trinity of actors are perfectly cast for their roles, creating a compelling, genuine story that was a real pleasure to see because it is such an unexpected and charming surprise. I absolutely loved it, from the story to the writing to the directing and, hey, the acting. She Came to Me, really, it is a complete package. Why this film didn't get more promotion or better placement in theaters, I don't know. It's just beyond me. It's everything you want in a film, and it'll even leave you feeling a little bit better about the world in the end. And that in itself is worth the price of admission. This is a gorgeously romantic movie that even guys who aren't into romance will appreciate. In other words, it's a great date film as well as a funny buddy movie because it is as funny and sweet as it is absurd and strange. It's one of those films that you just don't expect, but you're glad that you saw it because it makes you think differently about what it means to love and be loved, even if for that short amount of time that you are in a darkened theater watching the film. In those quiet moments at the end of the movie and shortly after it ends, you have this odd clarity of what it means to be able to sacrifice for someone who really matters to you. This is such an underrated film. The acting is absolutely brilliant. Casting Peter Dinklage as the opera composer Stephen Laudham, a man who is suffering from the after effects of a mental breakdown, was a terrific choice. Dinklage is superb in his role, full of warmth and vulnerability and passion. He is compelling and delightful to watch as he kind of navigates that roller coaster of events that unfold in the film, with twists and revelations that feel as natural as they are inevitable in the story. And Anne Hathaway, she plays his wife, Patricia, who is a practicing therapist with OCD, which is just kind of perfect. And she pulls it off spectacularly. She is so pent up with, I don't know, constrained frustration that you think she's going to just burst out of her shell, only to defy your expectations. She plays her role so smoothly, pulling off both a warmth and a coolness that is hard to accomplish on screen. Her relationship with Dinklage's character is sweet and a little bit sad. It feels feels like such a real relationship between two people who clearly care about each other, but life and love are complicated, and they nail that aspect of marriage. Then there is Marisa Tomei, who plays tugboat captain Katrina Trento, who is just so very strange and wonderful in this film. She's quirky and odd, and no, she just makes the film make sense. She does a terrific job of pulling off a rough sea captain who is equal parts sexy and vulnerable at the same time. There are these moments that she leaves you thinking, hey, we're about to walk into some weird modern version of Fatal Attraction. But then the story subverts that assumption and she leaves you caring about her despite how you should be feeling. And that's acting. She Came to Me hits all the right notes for a romantic comedy. It's a terrific film for a friend's night out or a romantic date night. I think you will really enjoy this movie, even if you have to hunt it down and watch it, because it only stayed in my theater for 1 week before it went away. Now I'm not sure where to find it. So you really might have to hunt this one down. There are so many bad, boring, or poorly created films that get produced that She Came to Me was such a breath of fresh air. We need more films like this, and we need people to go see this film in theaters so that the studios keep producing smart and funny, outside of the box stories like this. Once you see it, please come back here and let me know what you thought of She Came to Me. I look forward to hearing what you think, because this is a movie that deserves discussion. Until then, have a great day, and I hope everyone has fun hunting this movie down. All right, I will see you guys again soon. Bye.